Yeah, but bro, listen, I feel like our public transport in general has to be upgraded. Starting with taxis. If there's maybe a way for, I don't know if the government can get involved. I don't know if they're ever going to do anything, but they can get involved where they work together with the taxi drivers to get them buses. That will fix, the traffic issue, because that's another issue people don't really, talk about. Like, traffic is horrible, dude.
Yeah, traffic is horrendous. So I don't know if you know about what Via Via bus is.
Oh yeah, I know.
And basically they have their own lane, so they don't get stuck in traffic. Yeah. But the problem is then taxis
mostly.
Literally,
oh, dude,
taxis literally just start using those lanes and they start blocking the buses.
Yeah.
So it is. I think in other countries. And I think South Africa, before Uber and Bolt came out, you would have definitely had to get a license.
Yeah.
In a lot of countries in Europe, a lot of people don't drive. A lot of people don't have their licenses.
They use transport.
In South Africa,
they use trains to go to another country. That was the most mind-blowing thing I heard. Like, if you live in Portugal or wherever, you can take a train to maybe the neighboring country, and then from there go to another neighboring country. Like, that's how they travel.
Yeah, man. We went on a school Europe trip, and we went from Germany to France on a train.
Mind-blowing.
It was so cool, dude. My dad actually, there's a story of my dad and his brother. They were drinking a bit the one night in England, and they decided, for whatever reason, so it was probably like 2:00, 2:30 in the morning, they were like, let's go have breakfast in France.
At 2:00 in the morning.
Yeah. And they went and they hopped on the fucking train and they went and had breakfast in France. And my dad said it was such a stupid decision he's ever made, because he had places he needed to be afterwards and everything. And, I think when you're drunk, it sounds like a great idea. But then when you start becoming sober and you're like, oh my God, we're actually in France at the moment. We need to get home.
I see where you get it from. Yeah, dude. Oh, man. But, dude, I think also in other countries, it's very strict. People follow the law more. Like, I remember when I was in Brazil, something that I noticed is that, so they have bicycle lanes and pedestrian lanes everywhere.
Yeah.
And, dude, if you're a pedestrian, you must not, even though they're next to each other, you must not go onto the bicycle lane, or else they will swear at you or something.
Yeah,
they take it seriously.
It happened to me, I think, in Germany, where I think I just kept walking because it just looked like a place you can walk in. Yeah, and the amount of times I just got shouted at by German. You know how scary it is being shouted at in German.
Joseph,
get off the bike lane. Very sturdy, very angry.
You schnitzel Nazi. Sorry. You're not allowed to say Nazi, I think, in Germany.
I don't know. Probably not.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. But yeah, bro. I keep doing the same thing because we're South African, bro.
Dude. I don't know if you see in South Africa, fucking anything you can walk on, dude. The amount of people the amount of road accident deaths in South Africa and the amount of it that's actually contributed by pedestrians walking in the road.
Man,
I think it's more deaths caused by car accidents are people getting hit in the road. And I'm not saying that's pedestrians' fault, because it could be a drunk driver or something, but I think a lot of the time it is the way people just walk in the road, how they feel.
Well, they don't really, I don't know, man. Like, for example, I don't think you're allowed to even walk on the highway. I think it's illegal.
Yeah, it is.
But people do it anyway. And they don't to walk next to the highway is illegal. So, but people do it anyway. And sometimes you find people crossing the highway and, and then you're like, geez, bruh.
Yeah. It's wild if you go to Northwest or something and you're on a really long road and you notice there's fuck all next to you, and you see someone walking, and it just makes you think they must be walking from far, man,
to end up there.
Yeah.
They're hitchhiking. Actually, people do that. People hitchhike.
I wouldn't say.
I met a guy who was from somewhere in Mpumalanga. He walked and he ended up in Benoni. Yeah.
Just hitchhiking.
Yeah. And he's a homeless guy. So he was just,
yeah, there's a lot of those people in America, they basically live by just traveling around. They have like no destination. They're just like going from place to place. And
yeah, he seemed like that kind of. Yeah. But yeah, dude, I just think our public transport system needs to be upgraded. I think there even is like bicycle lanes even here. Like I've seen them in parts.
I've seen them in some places,
but people don't respect us.
Yeah, no,
as much as they do in.
I did want to start when I got my bicycle and I was cycling quite a lot. I wanted to start cycling to work, but
yeah,
I was even like catching an Uber and I was watching the routes and everything, and I was like, this actually just wouldn't be fucking safe for me to do, dude. Like I will get hit off my bike.
Yeah.
So
yeah. No, of course, people don't really, think about it until you're on a bicycle or until you're walking.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
No, but also there in Europe, like I've seen people on scooters going to work, like not a scooter, like those scooters that those those little scooters that you kick with your foot. And it was the weirdest thing ever. I saw like a dude wearing a business suit.
Wow.
This was in France, and he was on a little push scooter on his way to the office.
Wow.
I don't think I would do that though. If I had the option between a bicycle, I mean, I just think it looks really lame.
It does.
A skateboard would be less practical. But it would look a lot cooler.
I would, you know what I would get? I would get an electric bicycle.
Those things.
I want one, dude. Actually,
dude. So in Ireland, they have basically you go and you just take one of the bikes. It's like in a rack. I think you have to tag it with your card or something so it knows that you have it.
Oh.
And basically, first half an hour is free.
Okay.
So, but what you can do is you can plan your routes because they have a lot of them around. So you take it and say you're riding for more than half an hour. If you're close to another bay, you just go and you tag it in, and then you get your next half an hour and you can carry on. And some of them, they will have electric bikes. But I don't think that system would work very well here in South Africa.
No, I doubt it.
All those boxes.
Hey, listen, that's basically like I don't know if there's a minister of transport. There is. There's a minister of everything. So.
Yeah, there's a minister of transport, dude.
There's a minister for everything. So, I mean, we're just giving you ideas right now, hey?
Yeah, come on, bro.
Come on, bro. Do something. But yeah, dude. Just upgrade the transport system. Some of these things, the train, we don't even have trains anymore. But
we got the Gautrain.
We do, yeah.
But our usual train system, fucked.
So the train could reduce traffic by a lot. Buses also could reduce traffic by a lot. Like you'll get people who would rather prefer to use public transport. That if it's good, people will use public transport.
Definitely.
Compared to buying a car. I mean, you have just established that you don't need a driver's license.
Never gonna happen.
I doubt you are, bro. Honest, like, I can't imagine. I think at some point you might get one.
No.
You might want to settle down, start a family. Imagine.
I don't think that's gonna happen. But yeah, I think definitely. I think even if the problem with traffic now is also that it comes from trains. Our train system not working. So we used to transport coal and everything using trains. Now we got trucks on the highway.
Oof. And they are like the bane of my existence. I
Yeah,
swear,
dude.
road rage. That's when I get there.
Yeah, they're not even doing anything wrong.
Yeah,
they're just
yeah.
doing their job. They're not
Yeah.
like taxis cutting in front of people.
No.
But-
It's just driving behind the truck is.
But they are so slow, and and overtaking is also scary.
yeah, true.
But yeah, I do think you're right. If we upgraded our public transport system,
Yeah,
because I also know the people in the office that catch taxi,
yeah.
they usually in by like 7:30 because they have to leave home at like 6:30 or something.
Yeah,
And if they decide to leave at a different time, they get so caught in traffic that they will end up being like half an hour to an hour late.
exactly. Yeah,